Hi again, this is Wendy with Wendy's Ancient Child 30-Day Challenge. I feel wonderful, and I do know that I'm having some stressors, throughout my day because of, anyone who's going through a divorce and still living with the person that you're going through a divorce with. There are triggers there and there are things that happen. One of the things I did notice is through going through this, I actually had one of my first real clarity moments of someone was doing something that I did not find acceptable. And I said, hey, that's not okay. And then I escalated to, hey, that's not okay. Now, normally to me, that would be raising my voice and not appropriate, but actually firmly stating in an authoritative way that's not quite aggressive, but almost, is actually okay and appropriate. And it actually got people to hear me and to recognize that what that was really not okay, and they needed to knock it off. When they decided to override that and just continue with the behavior, I then had the wisdom to be able to assess it and say, okay, instead of blowing up emotionally, what am I going to actively do to make sure that I'm taking care of in this situation? And in that moment, it was to go remove myself so that I could take a time out to calm down, to come back and talk about it, which sounds so basic, but when you're not feeling connected with your body, normally what would happen is I would just shove all those emotions down and cram it all down until I ended up with a muscle spasm, a migraine, vertigo. Honestly, I'm looking at this time last year. I was looking at some of my notes, and I realized that this time last year, I was laying on my bathroom floor with a migraine so bad I could barely get my chin up to the toilet. And I was grateful, don't get me wrong, I was grateful for the solace, the coolness of the bathroom floor and what came in with no light. But when I look at the fact that I couldn't even get up off the floor, and I spent a good portion of the day there, and then afterwards I was completely incapacitated. I couldn't open my eyes and raise my head to look at things. Getting in and out of bed to go to the bathroom was profoundly difficult, hence why I was on the bathroom floor as long as I was. And to look at the fact that I had the opportunity to have that same outcome today, and because I was in tune with my body, I was feeling the emotions as I was moving, as I was talking, and I was present in that moment. I realized that I needed to take some key action to take care of myself. And I did that, and that alone is a huge step forward. If nothing else, and I know this may be, an antithesis to what the program is, but even if I don't make the $100,000 next year, and I'm homeless and all these horrible things that are the worst case scenario happens, there's a nuclear, holocaust, whatever, and I don't get any of the goals that I'm reaching for. Just being able to have the presence of being there in the moment, feeling my body as I'm moving, feeling connected with my goals and who I am and what I want, I feel so balanced. And to be able to not cripple myself, to be able to make that decision, I know that sounds weird, and it's not that what I had was psychosomatic. It is actually triggered by stress. So when I get stressed out, my muscles do these cluster spasms. So it's different. I'm not saying speak it into being or anything else. I'm saying that just being present in my body and seeing how stress causes my muscles to clench up, and to be able to stop that, state what's going on to release some of that stress, be very firm, even though the other person wouldn't acknowledge that this was really what was going on. I was firm enough in myself to not be swayed in it. Now, I didn't bully them or anything. I just pulled back and I said, okay, they can't meet my need. So how am I going to make sure that that happens in a way that's mutually respectful to both, that's win-win? And I did that. And then look at me. I can move my neck. I can do this. That is so much more range of motion than I had even 3 months ago. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And it's, we're on do-over day 2. If I can have this kind of forward movement, I have no idea what else is possible. My mind is blown. And again, you are going to have your ups and your downs, and that's okay. Dust yourself off, get up, and keep going. It's all about the momentum. So again, my heart is with you. I wanted to let you know that you're not alone, and I know that we can get through this together. Virtual hugs, and I will see you next time.